Alright. Okay, so let's talk sleep. Just joined me for the first time, welcome. Basically how it works is I live stream my sleep apnea treatment every night, so that's what you're seeing played behind me right now. And you're on TikTok Live, I basically do a sleep review. Basically take a look at the footage, go over the different sleep stages, for example, from my sleep tracker. And then, hey, how did I get started before diagnosis? Basically, I was in denial. I didn't really think I had sleep apnea. My friends pretty much knew I had. What? Oh, really? It's okay. Sped up looks so wrong. Well, it's all compressed, so it's like 8 hours of sleep and like, well, 7.5 hours. Well, we'll see. You're gonna tell me. Alright, this might be a very, very short live. Because I got some sort of like content restriction, which is great, which is lovely. First thing I do was fight with my Wi-Fi for like like an hour, and then I finally go live, and it's like, hey, your live's been flagged. I'm like, what? Okay. Either way, I'm just gonna go over my sleep. Even though nobody's watching, I'm gonna probably just upload the recording of this to YouTube anyway. Alright, so what I get? 7.5 hours of sleep. And I got broken up into all these sleep stages. Now, I said last night I try to like get like try to get to sleep earlier. 10 o'clock. And basically I would like, yeah. Okay. So let's talk sleep stages. Basically, went to sleep. Oh, I'll go to the real time footage. Basically, I went to sleep around 11, which wasn't a great start to the evening, but yeah, is what it is. Yeah. I'll tell you what time I actually fell asleep. Okay, so there's a few false starts here. Like, I usually don't try to like spend more than half an hour trying to fall asleep. So if I can't fall asleep by I think 11:25 is basically when I called it. Like, yeah, I'm not going to keep trying to. Anyway, there's that. So I get out of bed, go back into sleep, and then around midnight I should. Is it midnight? Yeah, I think this is the time when I go to sleep that it actually that I actually fall asleep. So let's see if that works or not. Alright. Cool. Sorry, fast forwarding. Oops, too loud. Way too loud. Turn the volume down. Okay. Detach that. You're just joining me? Welcome. I'm just doing a little sleep review, basically going over the live stream footage of last night. I streamed my sleep apnea treatment. It's still way too loud. Yeah, I streamed my sleep apnea treatment, and kind of nice to have some footage to go over and kind of understand how I slept and talk about the different sleep stages. All right, so according to this, so clearly I'm still tossing and turning a bit. Let's see if my camera, it's like. Nope. Kev Mum, how do I sleep? How long do I sleep with the mask? Basically, however long I sleep. So the goal is to maintain treatment like the entire night. Oh, nah, my green screen bleeding through now. Oh, well, whatever. So yeah, the goal is to have the entire night with the mask on. So last night I slept 7 hours 39 minutes. Sorry about the green glow. That's a green screen. Yeah. Alright, so I slept 7.5 hours, and basically I had the mask on the entire time. So that explains my my air score. This is the score from the sleep apnea machine. It's basically so it tells me I got 8 hours of usage. Now I slept 7.5 hours, but I get 8 hours of usage. It also counts time that you're awake and you have the mask on, because that time counts towards usage time as well. You hate sleep acne. Yeah, I had acne too. At least I don't have too many acne issues these days. I hope. Maybe you mean sleep apnea, but either way, it's a sleep disorder. You're not supposed to like it. You're supposed to do everything you do to work against it. Cool. All right. So, yeah, I got you, Buff Gordy. Thank you. All right. I concluded that I fell asleep 12:14. Now let me see if that makes sense. Like right around here, I put the eye mask down for the last time, and I'm like asleep. Yeah, what I usually look out for. Yes, Darth Pizza rolls. Turning. Well, actually, I think it's any stoppage. That's a good question. We count. Oh, wow, you're a night 02-299. You're like a night driver. You have to. Woof. Well, I hope you're staying healthy otherwise, because that's a tough job. Yeah, so I'm not sure what Dark Fates roll. Let me count my masks off from last night, and I'll let you know. So it recorded 3 masks off. So what does that mean? Went to bed at 11. Took it off. Went to bed 12:30. Took it off. Oh, I'm sorry, 11:30. Took it off. 12, and then took it off that last time at in the morning. So yeah, that. So no, it's. I think it's any starting and stopping of the treatment. Like if hey Doom G39, thank you for the follow. Yeah, any stoppage. So you stop the machine. That's considered it's considered as a mask off. I think. Don't quote me on that. I can test it, but Dark Pizza Rolls, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't know if I want to sacrifice my score. I mean, I'm a 99 either way. I mean, it's not losing a whole lot of points from mask off. And mask off, you really only lose maximum 5 points. All right, so let's look at our sleep stages. What sleep stage do I go into first? 12:50. I go into 13 minutes of deep sleep. So let's look at 12:50. Well, deep sleep basically is just going to be a whole lot nothing in terms of movement. So from like 12:50, you'll see not much tossing and turning. You see my foot doing that tapping thing, which is super weird. But yeah, no tossing and turning for the first, well, for this entire duration of deep sleep. Oh, why is therapy so expensive? That is the U.S. healthcare industry at work. Yeah, that's interesting because if I take the mask off, it'll keep going for a little while before it, like, in fact, it might go for. So I don't know if I've thought about, like, maybe like seeing if I can get, if I want to do a bathroom break but I don't want to like cost myself a mask off, I would just pop the hose, get up, use the restroom, try to come back before the hose finish detecting. It'll just be like a high leak or something, right? That'd be a high leak. That's also a double entendre. Alright. Okay, close this. Alright, let's look at sleep stages. So, not much but light sleep and deep sleep for the first, what, 2.5 hours? Then we get some REM sleep. I could have sworn I had something to write in my dream journal this morning. I must have not pushed save. It was like just some random stuff happening in my dream. So I definitely had a lot of dreams last night. I just wish I pushed save on my dream journal. Either way, it was probably just like this incoherent like thoughts. You know how dreams are. All right, back to this. So REM doesn't happen until like 3:30, so I'm gonna fast forward to that. So, oh yeah, I remember I got some pretty decent REM on recording. In fact, check it out. My eye mask slips off a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on my eye mask real quick. Alright, so check out my eyes. You can see them right between the crack in the eye mask. Basically, for the next little while, there's going to be a lot of rapid eye movement. That's what REM sleep is. That's the sleep stage that's commonly associated with dreaming. So you see something now. Yeah, I definitely see something in the eyelids fluttering. Oh, and every once in a while, see the eyeballs twitching left and right. That's also a pretty wild movement. Cool. Yeah, I think for the later REM stages, the eye mask comes off completely. So we'll take a look at that later. This is the first 40-minute REM stage I got between 3:30 and 4:08. It's coming up on 4 o'clock right now, so yeah. Get my eyes back in view. So I think my body will just do that. Alright, pick up my eyes again. That might have been it for like the really wild REM movement, but yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's the end of REM. And then we're going to be in like regular light sleep again until like 5:30. That's according to my sleep tracker. So, sleep tracker. So that was this REM stage. Now we're going to go to this REM stage between 4:30 and 5:56. When were the first signs of sleep apnea? My first signs was snoring, and that's all I had to work on. And pretty much I was in denial about having sleep apnea. My friends had to convince me to go get the diagnosis. So yeah, I snored since I was a kid, so there's really I don't have a good date as to when the sleep apnea started. All I know is I got diagnosed in my mid-30s. Yeah, just snoring. And when my friends told me, yeah, it sounds like you're like choking to death. I'm sorry, you're choking at night. I'm like, yeah, probably nothing. Yeah, well, it wasn't nothing. It was severe sleep apnea. All right, 5:30 to 5:20, 5:55. We'll have another REM stage. Yeah, that's nice. Let me take my eye mask completely off like that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at this. This will be another rapid eye movement. I'll watch out for that. Oh, when I speed up the footage, it's like even more apparent. Because like rapid eye movement, like just watching it in real time, probably does not look this. Yes, I wear the headphones to basically cancel out noise. I figured out that a lot of noises actually wake me up, so alright. So here's some rapid eye movement. Again, this is the sleep stage that's most commonly associated with dreaming. So I want to look at some of this like really crazy movement like that just now. Oh, this is it playing in real time, so I'm not speaking it up at all. If you look, yeah, Rodriguez, it's possible I may have had pediatric sleep apnea. My parents just didn't know what to ask or didn't know to be concerned. Yeah, it's really strange. Like, it's so much more dramatic. Yeah, look at that. Like, for example, when we see the eyeball moving left and right like that, like, what is it like in real time? So I'm watching it. Basically, I can see my eyeball, like, there, and then it's just going to just gradually. Yeah, there it is. Wow, that is weird. Yeah, I usually spot the rapid eye movement by like fast forwarding through it, but like playing it at like real time is just really weird. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so this is sped up again. I'm gonna speed it up. So it's another 20 minutes like this. You guys ever watched The Matrix? Yay, okay. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. But yeah. So yep, another 10 minutes of REM sleep, rapid eye movement. Ooh, yeah, and this may not have been the wildest dream. I definitely had like a bunch of dreams, and my last REM cycles like happened right before I woke up around 7:30. So, all right, this REM stage is gonna be over in about 10 minutes. Fast forwarding. So, hey, you were diagnosed with sleep apnea. You don't have sleep apnea. Is is it the reason you probably wake up tired? Yeah, because when you have untreated sleep apnea, basically it's impossible for you to get a good night's sleep. Basically, your brain and body are being deprived of oxygen overnight. Like, honestly, sleeping is probably doing more harm than good. It's probably better to get a little sleep, like a little bit of sleep and a lot of sleep with sleep apnea. I know it's a weird thing to say, but let's say, well, one thing you can do before you get your CPAP is try to get yourself to sleep on your side. Now, I'm not sleeping on my side here because I have a natural tendency to sleep on my back. But if you sleep on your side, that can prevent a lot of instances of sleep apnea. Especially for people who don't have severe sleep apnea. I'm convinced well, yeah, I have video of myself. What my first pinned TikTok is me sleeping on my side, snoring. So I know it's possible for me to even have apnea events while I'm, side sleeping. But if you can do that between now and when you get the machine, that might help. I mean, it might give you a little bit of relief. Yeah, but once you get your machine, you're going to be able to start sleeping with a properly opened airway, which is going to be an adjustment. I won't lie to you; it's not going to be a instantly comfortable out of the box experience. So get ready for some adjustment, but to be honest, you will probably again once the treatment starts taking, you'll be glad. You'll finally notice yourself getting some decent sleep. All right, my last REM stage for the night is at 7:10. So that's about right about here. So let's take a look. And zoom in. Oh, no, thank you for the follow. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on my eyelids one more time. Once again, REM stands for rapid eye movement. That's the sleep stage that's most commonly associated with dreaming. Again, you don't have to be in REM to dream, but when you're in REM, you're very likely to have vivid dreams, which I can personally, well, it's my word against the dream journal entry I barely didn't save. I typed some random things in my dream journal this morning and I was like, okay, exit out of it. And then I just didn't bother to hit save. Alright. So here's about when I wake up. In fact, what did I do? I think what I did was my Nintendo Alarmo, my little fun alarm clock, woke me up. So I bet you around China, is there treatment other than machine? Well, there's surgical options. I don't know if that's any much better than sleeping strapped up. Are you willing to trust your life to a surgeon? Ugh. I mean, me, I wouldn't trade this for getting under a knife anytime soon. Not for sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see how life goes. Alright, so I turned the alarm off, I think. I think I just let my... No, actually, I think... Here's what I did. Once I realized it wasn't getting... So, I got into bed around 11. Didn't fall asleep till midnight. So one of the things first thing I did was push my alarm clocks back. So usually if I am able to get to sleep around 10:30, 11, I'll be happy with the 7:30 wake up call. But I think I randomly woke up. So I remember I was having a dream, and I woke up twice out of it. In fact, that matches almost perfectly with my sleep tracker here. There's like 2 orange spikes. I remember waking up momentarily. In fact, we can look at those right now. Awake for 1 minute at 7:39. So let's look at 7:39. Probably open my eyes for a second. Oh, hey, thank you for, yeah, I believe, Stubby, you are a resident sleep doctor who occasionally drops in. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thanks, I also forgot about Stepbound and HGN. That's a new acronym for me. Thank you. I put colossal nerve simulators. Oh, that sounds interesting. Well, I'm adjusting so well with BiPAP. But yeah, it is good to know that there's others. Yeah, I didn't mean to imply that the only other option was surgery. I just meant that, well, I personally wouldn't pick surgery over BiPAP at the moment. But that's my opinion. Bamho! You getting a sleep at your mouth buds? Yeah, I mean, that sounds like it's again, that's probably the MAD, the mandibular adaptive device that's Stubby brought up. Yeah, I mean, Inspire, that's very inspiring. I mean, come on, that joke just writes itself. It's in the name. Alright, so eventually I think the alarm wakes me up here, and I don't think you want to hear that. So, that was my night. Sleep. 7.5 hours is what I called it. I honestly couldn't find any extra sleep. I may have found like 10 extra minutes at the start, and that's included with this. So I didn't get quite 8. Ideally, I would have gotten 8, but then ideally the first 2 tries getting to sleep would have worked. Oh, also, I was having the darndest time trying to go live today, and it would not. Oh, I mean, yeah. Granted, yeah. I'm down about like. Oh, lovely. Now it's. I don't know if my. Yeah, moved my Wi-Fi for a second. All right. So before I lose myself, or sorry, I lose my internet connection. Yeah. Yeah. I think bare minimum 6.5 hours. 7, and I think is a good night's sleep for me. A great night's sleep is 8.5 to 9, and then anything after 9 is just being lazy on the weekend. But yeah, if I look at my 7-day running total, so this is last night's sleep, and this is compared to the nights before. So last Friday night, oh, that was, yeah, last Friday night wasn't, well, actually, yeah, last Friday night was pretty good. But this average is going to start dropping soon because these 7.5 hours are going to start taking over. Once last weekend starts dropping off and this coming weekend starts kicking in, um, maybe fixing your sleep apnea was a game changer. Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, so once last weekend was Easter weekend, so that's gonna start dropping off, and then my running 7-day average is gonna start lowering. Friday night's not looking good. I gotta wake up early, so gotta make sure I get decent sleep tonight and tomorrow night. Saturday night, I'll be sleeping in a hotel, so that's gonna be, eh. I rarely get good sleep on the road. I'll probably be leaving the hotel nice and early, hitting the road, and then hopefully get a decent night's sleep Sunday night. But yeah, the weekend's gonna be a little bit tricky. We'll be traveling just for one night. I'll have to pack the sleep apnea machine for a one night stay. But yeah, I mean, that's my social schedule. Just throwing social and work schedule, my everything. but like, yeah, I think the last 7 days of sleep have been pretty good, all things considered. I just have to make sure I keep that momentum going into the weekend as best I can. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to. Hey, Patrick, you got your machine finally. Well, congratulations. Well, I hope your first night or first night's sleep with it have been could be good. If not, then again, just be patient with it. It just takes time. Me took, I don't know, 2-3 years to like really to start getting really decent sleep with it. But like, yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, hopefully things will be looking up for you. All right, so what I'm gonna do differently tonight. Well, the really only thing, I mean, I gotta go down and sleep. Ooh, so you ended up so you shave your beard because of the mask? Yeah, I had to like, well, there's nothing compared to a beard. I have never had I haven't had a beard since COVID. I had this like really sharp stubble here, which I think the mask is like pushing in like the hairs. I don't know. It's not like a beard, but it was also very painful. So I should probably like make sure like shave that down tonight before I go in the bed. All right. So what's the goal tonight? Try to get to fall asleep before midnight. But the funny thing is, falling asleep around midnight seems to be okay for me to actually get solid sleep. So I think I have to train my body into thinking midnight, because if a lot of times I get to sleep at like 10 and end up waking up at midnight anyway. It's like, body, just come on, do your thing. But yeah, that's my hope for tonight, is to try and get into bed a little bit earlier. Basically, it took 2 tries to fall asleep, so got into bed. Oops. Got into bed 11 o'clock, and then, oof, yeah, that sounded like he needs pressure. The other thing is, if you ever wake up and the pressure is bothering you, uh, your first instinct might be to take the mask off. One of the things, I, I have a recording of this. I should like really clip it out. It's one thing I did one night when I woke up and the machine was like, all right, like I thought I was gonna just fall back asleep, but it turned out the machine was kind of like at high pressure already, so I just like clicked it off and on, and that pretty much like started it back up at the ramp pressure. Ramp means ramp is basically means it starts at low pressure when you get into bed, and so that way you fall asleep, and then goes to high pressure when you're asleep. So if you ever wake up and you notice it's pretty much like mine's a BiPAP. I believe it's between 13 and 22. So I have inhale pressure of 22 and an exhale pressure of 13. Now that's I know I'm all up here in BiPAP land, and a lot of people are. I mean, CPAP obviously is a little bit less expensive because it's a less complicated machine. I only got upgraded to a BiPAP once I spent 5 years on CPAP, and they were like, "Yeah, you're a good candidate for a BiPAP." These days, there's also APAP, which is automatic pressure. Basically, instead of analyzing your breaths, throughout the night and adjusting accordingly, it it adjusts pressure on every breath. That's actually it sounds kind of amazing to me, but that's gonna be a hopefully another time we'll actually get to experience APAP. I can't imagine like the kind of oh, how did I know? Basically my friends had to convince me. I did not believe that I had sleep apnea. Yeah, and once like I went into my sleep lab thinking I was gonna ace it, and I was like, nope, didn't ace it. In fact, I failed it spectacularly. I had a AHI of 70, so 70 events per hour. Now these days, I'm sleeping with a barely 1.1 events per hour, so that's, yeah. In a way, I'm sleeping 70 times better than I was before treatment, so. Yeah, good luck with that, Patrick. Again, give it time, even if it's, even if it gets hard, talk to your sleep doctor. You already know how to get your pressure adjusted if you feel like the pressure is going to start bothering you. But yeah, well, yeah. Once again, it's your body's never slept like this before, so that was my first impression of CPAP. I was like, holy cow, I have never slept like that before. And then I just kept wanting to chase that feeling. And other people have the opposite reaction. They'll be like, oh, I cannot sleep with CPAP. What if I can't get used to the nose mask? I've never been given a nose mask, so I don't actually have any great questions about transitioning from one to the other. But yeah, if you're having trouble getting used to a nose mask, you have the option to go back to the full face. I would say just go back to what works. I mean, I was back and forth doing masks before settling on this one, so definitely you're not stuck with the mask. Especially if they can set up a new one like at an appointment, or your company supplies your CPAP can send you. Yeah. Oh, you got your full face is the same as mine. Yeah. If you trying a nose mask and it's not working out, you can just go back. I mean, or try something else. There's always a third option. All right, folks. Been live for a little over a half hour. It was about an hour struggle to actually go live because my freaking Wi-Fi wasn't working. So I think I'm gonna call that a night, so that way I can start winding down like now. Oh, that pressure's... Oh, I'll have to take a word for it, man. I mean, oh yeah. Oh, stop it. So serious. Sure. Interesting. Yeah, that's where my inexperience with nose masks. Thank you, Stubby, for filling that one. Stubbies are sleep doctor. Senpai, how many hours sleep did I get? I got 7.5. 7 hours 39. 7.5. Weekly average is going up from, well, it's gonna go down from 8.5 hours because last weekend's gonna drop off soon, and this coming weekend I'm not looking at great nights of sleep. I mean, I just gotta work with the times I have, so I'll make it work. Cool. All right. All that was to say, I'm gonna call that a live. Thank you for your patience. Anyone who was trying to join my live like an hour ago when I just kept going live and stopping live. Melatonin. I don't have an opinion on melatonin. I don't take it. My doctor gives me a different substance, which I will not mention specifically on stream because that's a great way to get your stream flagged. It's not that substance. It's a substance. Ooh, yeah. So you've been tracking your sleep with your watch before? Right? It's just, yeah. Unfortunately, before my diagnosis, I don't have any such detailed. Not even close. Don't have any that close. Yeah, Stubby. Yeah, I would. I'm a little less hesitant. Well, I know it's the supplement. I know a lot of people swear by it. It never worked for me, so it doesn't get my ringing endorsement. Interesting. Interesting. Serotonin, you say? I like the sound of that substance. All right. What was I saying? Thank you, Stubby, and appreciate your medical advice whenever you can fill in the gaps in my knowledge. Alright folks, I'm gonna call that a live because I should actually settle down. Now that Wi-Fi drama from before really got me worked up, so now I'm gonna head to sleep. Alright, so yeah. The mission is to beat 7.5 hours, try to get close to 8. Yeah, Seth Poppy. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, if you want to tap some hearts on the way out or drop me a follow, I appreciate that. Thank you for my new followers. I will be live hopefully tomorrow morning with another sleep review. It just depends on depends on how my morning goes. This morning I had like lots of errands to run, so I could not go live this morning. Well, that is thanks to my sleep apnea machine, which is right there. So, yeah, I mean, 7.5 hours. Again, I shouldn't complain, but my goal is 8, and always feels bad to fall a little short of goal. But yeah, on weekly average, I've been doing pretty good since last weekend was a holiday weekend. Now it's just been like getting used to the work week, and that's the whole thing. But yeah, yep. But rather than say the long goodbye, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a live right now. Peace out, everybody. I live stream my sleep apnea treatments. You want to check out my channel? Link is in my bio above. You get to watch all this live. And then tonight, yeah, 10 o'clock Eastern, about an hour and a half from now, I should head to bed. God knows I probably won't. Alright, folks. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all tomorrow for another sleep review. Peace out. Take care, Stubby.